You're now entering the city of the Crimson Tower. When we last left off, the 5 of our crew had agreed to help the Indirovich family, the mayor's family of Bridgewater, in a couple of ways. One was to escort Ira Indirovich, or rather to allow Ira to travel with you when you head out of Bridgewater. And the second, as a condition of the first from Ira, would be to help bury their recently deceased father, who died during the onslaught against the assault against Bridgewater by things controlled by someone you have heard called Strahdya, or the devil. Upon arriving at the church, not all was well with Father Donovan, who informed you that, or rather informed Mark and Ira, that he was unable to perform last rites at the moment for his father. Could perform a burial, of course, but had lost his connection with the Morning Lord. He also informed you all that the destruction that you found inside the church was the result of a spawn, a thrall of Strahdya, a vampire, his son, Doyle, whom he had managed to trap in the undercroft of the church. And he asked you all to kill him, saying that it was an insult to his son's memory, that creature. And so you all descended and found Doyle, emaciated, scared. And when it became clear you had gone there to kill him, he put up no fight. He simply asked for a chance to prove that he could resist the vampiric urges. A test that he passed. Twice. However, that wasn't enough certainty for some members. And after asking that you tell his father that he was him at the end, Karina drove a stake through his heart. And the last thing that happened was Gloria desperately trying to rekindle any embers of life left in Doyle. And several bennies were spent in the effort, with 2 failures, but, and I'm just giving a little look behind the screen here at the mechanics, right at the end, Gloria rolled publicly where everyone could see, and I did not notice, a third attempt, and it was successful. So, when we left, the camera was pulling back through the tunnels. And we simply heard Gloria saying, "Let me try again." And as the intensity of her voice grows, the camera starts to pull back towards Doyle. And Gloria, what does it look like as you take the faintest of embers and blow life back into Doyle's body? Do we see anything?
As I try the third and kind of final time, at first, I don't even notice that it's successful. I almost am like disappointed because I don't initially see a reaction. And right as I start to look away, I imagine I'd notice a small thing. And suddenly my focus is totally back on Doyle.
And it was just the faintest flicker of his eyelids that caught your attention. And then there is a sudden
stay calm.
Oh shit, she fucking did it.
I'm going to try to reach for my handkerchief, belatedly remembering that it's like soaking in blood from another time I tried to heal somebody. And I'm going to try to cover up the wound with my hand. You're fine.
Hawthorne starts to take his shirt and rip a piece of it off for her and hands it over to Gloria.
Thank you. You're okay. You're fine.
Gloria, please be careful. Please.
Brawk, hearing the commotion, comes back in, just hands over his mouth, just looking at the scene.
I don't want to be cruel here. But please take a step back.
Be a vampire anymore.
He might still be one.
Are you a vampire? Now, I mean, not before.
And he, again, just like he did a few minutes earlier, runs his tongue over his front teeth. No, I don't think so. I can't feel her anymore.
Holy fucking shit.
Shh, no, oh my gosh, no, these people have like a holy symbol. Shh, Nyne.
You mean this one? I'm holding it. Hey, Doyle. And I'm just gonna put it on his forehead.
And he just, like, goes a little cross-eyed following as you put it onto his head. There's no reaction, no averse reaction.
How bad is the cut? Does it look like I need to start, like, stitching or doing it?
It could... So mechanically, he's fine. But narratively, he got stabbed in the heart. And while that part is undone, the, like, non-dead... There's still a pretty big, like... He's okay, but he's gonna need stitches.
I'm gonna use Hawthorne's shirt as people are discussing this situation. I'm gonna try to treat the wound. I'm gonna steal some alcohol from Hawthorne as well, right? Hawthorne, yes. Thank you.
Yeah, start handing it over.
As you kind of squat down and start tending to Doyle,
I squat very carefully because I don't want my dress to touch the ground.
I respect it. He looks up at you. Why?
Why did I have to try 3 times? So, actually, when you're doing science, oftentimes you don't succeed on the first time, and failure is just a step towards figuring it out, and I'll get better with time. And so I didn't realize you'd be awake for that part, but everything's fine, and I figured it out.
No, why did you...
Still, I think I know how to do this.
No.
And then I pull out a needle from my little handbag, and I'm going to try to, start taking care of the wound.
As you... go reach with the needle towards the wound, he gently just touches your hand, just enough to stop you. Oh, why didn't you let me die?
This is a tricky question. Have you ever heard of a gut impulse? Like a reaction that your body does without you really thinking about it?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's why.
Fair enough. Thank you for listening to it. And he starts to push himself to his feet.
Maybe we should just sit for a moment.
You say that pretty much as he starts to stumble from getting lightheaded, and you just help set him back down against
Nyne,
the wall.
will you get his dad? And maybe if we get the symbol to his dad, he can do the last rites?
Yeah, I'll go do that.
Or we should carry him up? What would be less alarming for people?
No, I don't...
Surprise! We healed him! But not really. He had to die first. We have to be very specific. We can't just, heal
Gloria.
other vampires. Wait, maybe...
I don't think I'm ready to face my father yet. Like I said before, I still have a lot to repent for.
I think it's best he stays here for now, Gloria.
It's all right.
In the basement?
In the basement.
It's all right.
Also, Karina is still kneeling, but she's got the stake kind of posed and ready. She's still sitting there with it ready, just in case. And she has one hand on Gloria's shoulder.
Karina, watch your stockings. You might want to sit back on your heels. Also, this is a basement. I'm not sure why we couldn't relocate this situation.
She's gonna lean towards you, Gloria, just so he doesn't hear. We might have healed him, but I don't know if he's fully healed. And I know this sounds terrible and completely negative, but he could just come right back. Maybe he'll grow the fangs again. I don't trust him. I don't trust this situation.
Well, this is awkward. We got to figure out what to do. We leaving? We leaving him? We going? What are we doing?
Has Nyne left to get his dad yet?
Well, how about we go
I'm
up?
by the stairs.
How about we go up and we leave him here? He seems to be doing okay. Do you think somebody needs to stay and watch him? I don't like one person with him. So we would have to leave 2 here, and some others would go upstairs together.
I killed him once. I don't mind watching him again.
As long as you're not preemptive, of course.
Why don't I stay? Because I'm still holding a very sharp needle. Why don't I stay too? We could work on fixing him up.
Yeah. I think that works.
Is that okay with you, sir?
View of sure. Okay. But
He's amenable. This is easy. Great.
and he just still
Karina
looks
and I are very
a little
tough. We'll
nervous
be
about the whole
totally fine.
situation.
As I say that, there's definitely hints of doubt in our fortitude.
Nyne and I
Alright.
are kind of just looking at each other at this moment, trying to figure out if we should stay with them or if we should go together.
I'm gonna start attempting to clean the wounds.
He
Apply like
he
a
let-
gauze.
he lets you and is appreciative.
I want to sneak glances at his mouth. As he's been chatting with me, can I tell if there are really no teeth?
You don't see any in the course of your conversation.
Is that a fucking thing? Is that a fucking thing?
Are you asking me? Because if so, I haven't had the chance to really investigate a vampire, so I don't know. It's out of my scope of expertise.
I thought we had a book.
Well, he retracted them before, and it was written down that they can retract their fangs.
Hey, Doyle?
In our book?
Doyle?
In the letter that we found in the room
What letter?
in the mayor's house. What? Oh my goodness. Well, Karina will catch you up, okay?
The notes we found written by somebody who claimed to have knowledge on vampires.
Did you share this note with us?
I thought I did. I think I did. Gloria, do you have your pocket mirror with you?
Oh, yeah.
Can I borrow that?
Sure.
She's gonna take the mirror and she's going to face it towards herself, look at her reflection, and then she's gonna face it towards Doyle and see if she can see a reflection.
You do?
Okay. Thanks, Gloria. I felt like I needed to fix something and she'll just pass it back.
I can do your hair after this, once I wash up.
I think I'm gonna need more than my hair done at this point. I am covered in mud.
Yeah, I noticed.
Thank you for not mentioning it.
Hawthorne's gonna look at Nyne and is gonna say, "You stay with them, okay?" And then he's gonna go and pretty much grab Brawk and start bundling up the stairs because he's very impatient.
You need this. And throws a symbol to you.
Oh, you took it off of Doyle's head?
Yeah, fucking did. Put it back in my pocket. Here, go.
Oh, well, thank you. We got it. And so, symbol in one hand, Brawk in the other.
Whoa. He's no longer.
And you retrace your way to the steps and you reach the trap door, which is currently locked.
Hello.
Oh, thank God. And you hear the the lock being undone, the chains being moved, and the door is lifted. And you see both Ira and Mark there. What happened? Where are the rest of you?
It's a process. It'll be a minute, and can we come up? And we can just.
And they move to the side and.
Well, that's the way to do it. Okay. And so we start walking in and finding our way to Doyle's father.
Father Donovan is, as you make it all the way out of the trapdoor, he is at the door. Is it done?
No.
Well, yes, too.
But also no.
Well, we did kill him, but
he's not. But he's not dead.
Well, we brought him back to life.
Yeah.
After we killed him with the stake.
I did not watch that.
What are you talking about?
This is for the best. I'm telling you, because we killed him, we cured him, and then we brought him back.
Cured him?
Okay. And Brawk throws his coat over to his shoulders. What has happened down there? When we spoke to your son, he didn't seem like one of them, but infected stay infected. But what happens if you kill them and bring them back? What do they become then? We don't know. You can't go down there yet. Because we don't know. But we think, and gestures to Hawthorne, that he's cured. We think. But not yet. Okay?
Hawthorne takes Father Donovan's hand and pulls it towards him and places the sigil, his symbol, in it.
Father Donovan looks at the symbol of the Morning Lord, and then up at the two of you, and words start to form on his lips, but they never make it past that initial stage. And then he stumbles back a step, almost like he's been struck. His face is pale, his eyes wide with shock. And he just stands there, silent. And then he makes this sound somewhere between a gasp and a sob. It's this pain noise as he clutches the symbol to his chest. And as he's running one of his hands through his hair, a flood of emotions crossing his face. Eventually, he just looks up at the two of you. My son? He's still my boy.
From what we can tell, he is himself, and he wants to repent.
And he is just momentarily racked with sobs, his shoulders shaking as he quietly cries. And
Hawthorne walks over and puts an arm across him as he cries.
And as that's happening, Mark walks over to you two. But what about the rest of you? What happened to them?
They're still down there. They're just babysitting.
Oh.
Because we and you have to stay and
what Brawk is trying to say is we think we might have cured Doyle, but we're not for sure. So some people are down there with him, treating up the wound after we killed him and then brought him back. You know what? I think Brawk, you explain it better. Ugh.
Father Donovan stands and wipes his cheek. Until we can be certain. And until he has repented for his actions. He will remain down there. But
what does that mean? How do you repent for accidentally being a vampire?
He took life.
Yep.
And so some of his must be taken in return.
We did kill him.
Oh, yeah. This is sounding kind of weird. I will admit that sounds a little
Time.
weird.
And that will give an opportunity to see if he is truly my son again, or if this is simply some deception by these vile creatures.
That is sound logic there.
You all have done my family a great service either way. And as he looks at Mark and he puts the holy symbol around his neck, when you are prepared, we can lay our father to rest.
Can I ask a question? You're not going to like torture him or anything, are you? Okay. Sorry. It's been a weird bit, and it's hard to trust people and think that not
The
everything's
mourning note is not cruel, but
good.
amends must be made.
Yeah,
And
of course.
time will tell how pure his soul truly is now.
I mean, if we're throwing out questions, I got a quick one, just real fast. Yeah, how much time do you need? Like, are you going to keep him down there for years? Are you not going to feed him? Because that, in my mind, is still torture.
You have just told me that he is my son again. Do you think I would do that to my boy?
Nope.
If there's even a chance that it is still him. No, I will not. This is not something I relish. It is something that is required. And if he truly is, then he will rejoin us in time.
I apologize, Father.
Oh, strange times.
Super strange.
I agree.
Would
you like, Brawk? You go.
No,
No, Brawk. I will now be quiet until you talk.
No. I want to throw up. Is there anything you want us to tell him when we go and reclaim our friends?
Tell him that I will try to make him his favorite meal tonight. And if he wants to talk, I will be on the other side of the door.
That's really nice. We
I will go make preparations for the last rites. And he collects himself and walks out of that room. As this has been happening, the three of you still in the Undercroft, what have you been doing? Patching up the wound didn't take you too long. No check necessary. So what have you all been doing?
After I'm done, I kind of want to just observe Nyne and Karina and make sure they're not mad at me.
Okay.
Oh,
How do you?
I can never be mad at you. I'm sorry. I'm not mad at you. I can never be mad at you.
Does Karina look mad?
Karina doesn't look at you at all, Gloria. If she looks at you, it's just like a flash of her eyes because she's worried that you're mad at her. So she's avoiding your glances at the same time as you're trying to decide if she's mad at you. But she spends the whole time white knuckling the stake, still holding it over her shoulders and looking at Doyle and just kind of studying him, trying to like catch any sense of the animal that he was moments before.
You all. As you push the needle through his skin once again.
Sorry.
You all.
I'm like not awesome at this, and we don't really. Maybe you should drink some of the alcohol. Wait, that's an idea. I used lots of it to clean the wound, but like it might hurt less if you have some.
Takes it from you and quite happily takes a swig from it.
As he drinks, I want to make eye contact with Nyne.
You all aren't from around here, are
That's
you?
a good sign.
What'd you say, Doyle?
No.
Not from here, are you? Your lights burn a little too bright. You all should be careful. She's gonna be watching you now. You took away one of her playthings.
I think she's been watching us already, to be honest. Not too worried about it.
I got a question for you, Doyle. And Nyne takes this long drag. What can you tell us about her? Because everyone kind of tiptoes around her name like she's some fucking boogeyman.
She's a monster. She is proud and smart. And what I saw her do. No one should be able to do those things.
What did she do?
When we went to the tower, and there were guards outside, we managed to get past them. There were more of us. When she finally found us, she tore us apart like it was nothing. Like we were playthings. And anytime someone would... The way she moved through the shadows. But then I don't remember that much after that.
That sounds like it was a really rough time.
Yeah.
Doyle,
Yeah.
do you know why she turned you into her thrall? Do you have any idea?
I don't know why it was me. Maybe it was just dumb luck. Or they were the lucky ones. I don't think she had any idea who I was or if there was any... We're not people to her. We're things. Insects. That was just the one that she picked up. But if now she's going to be paying attention to you all more. I have one way that I can at least say thank you. As we were heading to the tower, we made some backup plans in case we had to fall back. Weapons cache. I don't think we're gonna need any more, but you might. If you're heading out of Bridgewater towards the train station. Well, the Valaki Hills train station. You cross the Ilvis Bridge, walk 300 feet south. Turn into the alley. Walk 40 paces. There's a dumpster. Move it. Behind there's a hole in the wall. Dig back. You'll find it.
I'm going to quickly try to sketch that with my less bloodied hand on my greenhouse notes that are on the back of my letter from Strahdya.
You do that, Gloria.
I hope it brings you all better luck than it brought us.
You got any wheels, too?
No. Can't say I do. Not
Figured I'd
many do.
ask. So you guys just walk everywhere here?
It's not really
It's a walkable
bad.
place.
Yeah, most of the time. If you want to get to Valaki Hills, there's a train.
Karina is going to look around for, using the flashlight, for any rats, any bats, any creatures that seem too interested in what's going on right now.
Make me a notice check. Let's roll some dice.
That is a 7.
7, so a success. Looking around, you see what looks like a rat scurrying along, but unlike the one that you saw back at the mayor's estate in the kitchen, this one isn't focused on you. It is simply scurrying along at the moment. You don't see any others that seem to be with the telltale stare.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of done with this basement. Doyle, I am glad I didn't fully kill you, but I think it is best that you stay down here for a bit.
I think so. I think you're right. And for what it's worth, I probably would have done the same thing in your shoes.
Good to know. She's going to stand up and hold a hand out to Gloria.
Is your hand covered in mud?
It's the other hand.
I'll take it.
It's got a bit of blood on it, but it's fine.
I'll take it.
And she's, without a second glance back, she's going to lead Gloria out of the basement.
As you all exit, you just hear from behind you, "Thank you for letting me try."
You're welcome.
I'm going to let him say that and let them go up a little bit further. I'm going to turn around to Doyle. Hey, Doyle, look. You're got a new lease on life here. Don't waste it. And if I find out you turned again and you killed a bunch of fucking people, I'm gonna rip your spine out your ass and beat you with it. Okay? Keep your word.
Just looks at you.
Enjoy your stay.
You turn and walk off. And eventually, the three of you climb out of the trapdoor and rejoin Brawk and Hawthorne, Mark and Ira. As the three of you rejoin, are you all right?
I'm a little shaken. Thanks for asking. Maybe a little peckish, but like overall, yes, I think we're all fine.
They take your hands, which have blood on your fingers, dried, and just, what happened? Is this yours?
My blood? No. So what happened was that, as per the scientific method, he was indicating that he was able to resist the curse that was afflicted on him. 2 trials were done, and he was able to resist the curse, although there was still some doubt because we don't really fully understand a lot about this, and the resources we have are kind of sparse. This, I think, spooked Karina into taking some pretty dramatic action. I'm like now trying to look at Brawk and Hawthorne, panicking that nobody's told them anything about what happened downstairs, because
Oh, we did. Oh yeah. It's he already knows about it, but
No.
like, no.
They told us that. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hurt.
Oh no, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. I think that Doyle's also fine. I found that sometimes I've been able to help people, as is Brawk, right, Brawk? We've been able to help people who are hurting. And I'll admit I kind of panicked when it looked like Doyle might be dead. And I think we were able to help him. I'm not as steady with my hand as I think I may have been at one point, but I think he's been stitched up to the best of my ability. I think that he needs to make sure that I gave him a fair bit amount of alcohol to try to numb the pain. So some further food might be good.
Sorry, I'm really trying here. Father Donovan had a message for him that he was going to make his favorite meal.
Great. So I turn on my heel to start walking back down.
That's the way.
You can absolutely walk back down, find Doyle again, communicate this
Go
information.
get some food. Okay, bye again. Don't die.
Quick addendum. Thank you. And once you all
immediately
have...
look for a washroom.
Absolutely. You all have about 15 minutes. You are able to wash up, get yourselves straightened up a little bit. And you set my ambiance.
Yeah, as you do that, in that 15 minutes, Karina has just sat on the backmost pew, still clutching the stake, but she's kind of got her hand in her pocket with the stake, but she's just going to sit on the pew. She's not going to bother cleaning up or anything. She's too goddamn filthy to clean up right now.
Okay. Nyne?
Nyne will find Karina and go and sit beside her. You good?
As good as anyone would expect.
You handled yourself pretty well there. You dropped the body. Look at that.
I could have killed someone innocent, Nyne. I didn't handle myself good at all. I panicked and stabbed somebody who had proven themselves twice. I was gonna stab him again, Nyne. If Gloria's hand wasn't there, I was gonna stab him again. I'm a monster.
No. You're not a monster. I've seen monsters. Yeah. But look, you're no monster, okay? You made a decision. Monsters don't... They just act on impulse. Yeah, you did a little bit, but you had a reason to. What did you say? You want to protect people? Get that. You made a choice. I stood by it. I would think if you had a choice to save me or off me, I would expect you to do it. You gotta have a reason to. But we didn't know what we were going into. We knew he was a vampire. We know how to kill him. And that's what Gloria likes to say. You did a scientific method or an experiment, whatever she says. I'm trying to learn those words she does, but you did an experiment, and that's what you found out. But between you doing that and Gloria bringing him back to life, we found a way to possibly cure them. However this word works. But hey, we can put that down in our little book that we got with all the rules. We can put it like a second part on the side that says, hey, kill first, revive, they come back human. Hey. But look, don't beat yourself up about it. Okay? Plus, anyway, you're the Slayer now. That's what matters. And why are you covered in dirt?
Oh, I dug up a body or two and set up a pyre and a bunch of other shit. It doesn't really matter now. I don't even know if we're doing that anymore. Fuck, I'm exhausted. But thank you, Nyne. You look incredibly concerned. It's not as bad as it sounds. I had a plan. I appreciate it. But I am fine. And I think you're better by Gloria's side.
Well, I'd still like to have you at my back just in case. You got my back, right?
Of course. Nyne.
All right. Yeah.
Can you promise me one thing?
Sure.
If that ever happens to me, if I ever get turned into a monster, God forbid, you won't think twice. You will drop me.
Oh, yeah, I'll rip your heart out and watch you crush it. 100%.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all I want.
You was a vampire, though. That'd be kind of cool.
No, absolutely not.
So, as this conversation is happening between the two of them, is there anything in that moment, in the just interim short period of time here, that Hawthorne or Brawk or Gloria would want to be doing?
I'm gonna run to the washroom.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll start by washing my arms and my hands, trying to get as much blood as I can off. And then I'll just keep washing my hands. And I almost feel like my hands are raw at that point, but I just want to scrub off all the death and everything we've seen downstairs. And I'll probably wait until I hear people gathering before trying to wipe the moisture from my eyes and rejoin the group.
As you're washing and washing and washing your hands, there's a flash of lightning that draws your attention just temporarily outside. And you can see that on the eaves of a nearby mausoleum that can be seen through the window, there are just 3 or 4 bats that the next time the lightning flashes, you see that they are staring your direction.
Hello there. Next time you give me a bag, I'd like some extra clothes.
Making requests. I love it.
This place is too dirty. And I'll just ignore them otherwise.
I love it. And just because there were so many that deserved to be given out, and I was so immersed in the scene, everyone take a Benny. And Brawk and Hawthorne, was there anything you were wanting to be doing in that moment? If not, that's okay.
No, he's just very actively trying not to throw up or pass out. He's studying himself a lot on walls, and he's deep breathing, and he's putting his hand over his mouth. He's being strong.
All right. Well, in that case, Hawthorne?
Hawthorne probably sort of went over to the door to make sure that it was locked, where Doyle was, just to ensure everything was locked down. And then, growing impatient, he's going to literally wander around the place, sort of just looking at stuff. Hawthorne stumbles on a lot of random things because he just wanders around. So he's going to be looking at some of the stained glass or any of the sculptures and reliefs, or if there's like a book that can be flipped through at an altar or something, Hawthorne's going to wander over to that and start flipping through it.
A lot of stained glass windows that were in here have been destroyed or boarded up. But you do see that the primary motif in here is that of the sun. And you watch as, from one of the side rooms, Father Donovan comes out in a cleaner set of vestments. Still faded, threadbare, but not the filth that he had allowed himself to wallow in previously. And he wears the symbol of the Morning Lord proudly on his chest. And as the camera cuts to outside in the cemetery, where Karina previously was, luckily it is dark and not well illuminated out here, so the area where you all go is far enough away from the freshly exhumed bodies that no questions are currently asked. But as Father Donovan stops at a shed, he retrieves several shovels. And then we see as a handful of you begin to dig. And we cut to, with the grave refilled, all of you standing around this freshly dug and laid grave, the rain pouring. And Father Donovan, hand to the blazing sun on his chest. Let me do one thing. There we go. Father Donovan reaches to the holy symbol on his chest and looks up, the rain running down his face as it is down all of you, several umbrellas. O Morning Lord, Lord of blessed light, and patron of new beginnings, we commend into thy mercy and into thy radiance. Master Kol Indirovich, now departed hence from us, and gone evermore into your glory. We beseech thee to grant unto him thy mercy and everlasting peace, and deliverest him from this everlasting darkness into infinite light, from pestilence into growth, from shadow into day, and from death into new life. Grant him entrance into your land of light and joy, in the fellowship of thy saints, and the brilliance of thy presence, by your will and grace. And he lowers his head. Would anyone in that moment say anything or do anything, or would you all stand there in silence together? Nyne.
Nyne will reach into his pocket. He carries just this little coin purse of coins that they don't really have any monetary value. And he takes out 2 and he throws them in the grave and say, look, hey, there's your fare. Get there safely. And puts them back in his pocket.
All right. Then, as those coins land, a small cluster of bats takes off from one of the nearby mausoleums and flies off the direction of the tower. Father Donovan watches them go. A bad omen. When you all step away and back into the church, Father Donovan thanks you all, and Mark thanks him. They have a quiet moment aside. Is there anything anyone wishes to do before leaving the church? Okay.
I think Hawthorne will look over at Karina because he's been curious and go, hey, Karina, why are you so dirty again?
Can we wait until we're out of the church to talk about this?
Okay, yeah, sure. On the down low, my bad.
Yeah.
Father, will you give us updates on how your son is doing?
Of course. Will you be staying in Bridgewater long?
I don't know how long we'll be here, but I after losing a fair amount of blood, I think the stitches will hold, but you don't want an infection. I just think it's important to clean the wound, maybe get him in a more sterile environment, and just let me know if you need more help.
Thank you. You walk in the light of the morning, Lord. Even if we have not seen the sun, a few of his rays break through every now and then.
Before we go, Father, I'm going to give you this. Please don't freak out. She's going to pull the stake from her pocket. I'm fairly certain he is your son. But if he seems to shift, if he seems to change into the monster you had seen, a strike to the heart should do it. And she'll pass the stake over to Father Donovan.
And just in a strange mirror of what Doyle did down below with Nyne, just kind of looks at you and just gives you a small nod. Thank you for being willing to do what I could not. Go in light. And we see as you all return to the car and begin to return to the mayor's estate. Upon arriving there once again, we see a small montage of a scene of Mark getting together several days' rations for everyone. Food that you can eat along the way, assuming you
Wait,
don't
but I
want
haven't finished my greenhouse. Gloria immediately bursts into tears, seeing all the rations. Like,
Gloria, don't worry. We're not leaving right away. There's still some preparations to be done. I don't think you'll get your whole greenhouse finished, but perhaps you can finish the plants tonight. I need to speak to a couple people that can help me move some things heavy. Hawthorne? Will you help me with something?
Just so you all know, it's currently about 11:30 a.m.
You need help
Just so you can
lifting
plan your day.
something? Oh. Well, I might have a busy day to plan, but I can think about it. What do you need lifted?
Body.
Oh. We're getting the secrets from yesterday. I'm excited. Okay, so we're lifting a body. Well, that shouldn't be too bad. How heavy we talking here?
Not heavy. I got it out of the hole. Do we want to leave tonight? Is that what everyone's plan is? Do we want to leave in the morning? What are people feeling?
Fine with leaving at night. We just rest up for a little while. We can go tonight. Or we can go during the day. It's the next day. It's fine.
Hawthorne?
First, I want to apologize because my cat is right next to me and purring like a fiend. So if you hear something like that, that's what you're hearing. Secondly,
What are you talking about? It was just me.
it's totally you. Hawthorne's going to look at them and go, well, are we sure it's safe to travel at night? And well, what are we doing with the body? Should we make a plan with that first before we decide to leave? Is it weird if we leave beforehand? Like, what's going on here? I feel like we need to get the ducks in a row.
Duck is delicious.
Well, come on, people. I'm on the moving committee here. Come on.
well, I'll see how much I can get done. Getting things started today.
I'll help Gloria with her. I'll help you with your greenhouse, okay?
Okay.
Is there a task for all of us for the greenhouse adventure? Because I can help with that too if that's what's needed.
I feel like we're getting distracted here, you guys. Okay, shine a thing over
one
here.
Day. Let's just spend one day.
I think morning makes sense.
To leave in the morning. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. So then, if there's something we need to do around, and he gestures wildly, we can, and also maybe find Nyne some duck.
At this point, Mark walks out and he has like several sacks where he's put some dried meats and things that will travel well together for everyone. Well, that should just about do it. Oh, before you all headed off, I wanted to give you all some directions. If you were wanting to go see Miss Ava, which I really would recommend, you can find her at Sir's Bar and Billiards. It's on the outskirts of town, about a 45-minute walk. And after that, about another half-hour walk will get you to the train that leads to Valaki Hills. It's about a day's ride, and I would recommend not sleeping on there.
Mark, when does the train leave?
It's a little inconsistent. Sometimes it's there right when you show up. Sometimes you have to wait a little bit, but it always comes.
Okay.
Is pain
And
the
would
only
you
consistent thing in this town?
I think so.
And the rain and the dark. Hawthorne?
So, does anybody think that we maybe need to get some supplies or some weapons before we go? Does anybody not know where some weapons might be? You know?
I smack Nyne's arm. We know this. We know this.
That actually hurt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
I, like rub your
fine.
arm.
You're-
I'm sorry about that.
Don't get distracted. Yes, we found Doyle.
Doyle has a stash of weapons.
Yeah, and it's on the way out of town. So
You can also check out Bill's. He might have some basics if you need to pick up some things.
always a man with a name Bill. Got some damn guns.
It's Bill's Tool and Supply. It's just a block or so over from the Morning Mist.
All right. So where do we want to start? We have a lot of options.
I
Well,
can go
the
get the
thing we
weapons.
need. Weapons are a good idea. The thing we need to carry or you need me to lift, that's on the agenda too somewhere.
Yeah, I was hoping to get that set up moments before we left. Or have it
When-
ready and then light it before we leave.
When were you all planning on heading out?
Either later today or in the morning. I'm not sure what you would suggest for travel. I don't know if we want to travel overnight or not.
Well, if you left today, you could make it to Sir's, and they might let you crash there before you head off to the train station. The billiards hall is run by the Vista. Don't be disrespectful. And don't get too drunk.
Mark, I think that I have some plans for a way that you might be able to grow things more easily in an indoor location using lights to accelerate the growth.
And
The issue is that it's on the same paper as the paper that I wrote with the map to how to get to the weapons.
he pulls out a spare piece of paper and a pen and lays it out for you so that you can copy it onto a fresh piece. And he asks you several questions about it. And you get the impression that he's trying to gather enough information so that if materials can be located, it could be built, even if you weren't around to supervise it.
Great. I'll outline all my plans.
And so, like, the hoses go here? And just asking some basic questions about the irrigation system. Oh, I am not cut out for this. Hopefully someone knows how to build something like this.
Yes, but like the hoses are important, but it's more important. The lights are the most important thing. I mean, you can hand water plants for now, like as you're getting things up and running.
All right. So as you're having that conversation and giving him that information, what else are we all doing?
I mean, I think if Hawthorne will go with Gloria, she will go finish her preparations with the pyre and the semi-lookalike body.
Got it. So the pyre was back at the church.
Yeah, they're both at the church.
Oh, okay. Okay. I would suggest that this be seen as a bit of a flashback of something that happened when everyone else was still inside, and you all remained outside afterwards.
Alrighty. So Hawthorne,
Yeah, what's going on?
I know I do a lot of concerning things, and I am not looking for judgment here. But basically, I have a sort of half-baked plan to make it so we can take Ira with us, but also kind of have it as if Mark has sacrificed Ira in a way, so that maybe the townsfolk will be behind him again as their interim mayor. Do you want me to just show you? Like, I don't know if this is going to make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, it's pretty questionable already, but let me see what you got.
And she will lead Hawthorne to where the body that is dressed as Ira with like a hat on to hide the dark hair. And then she will, with Hawthorne's help, move the body to her half-built pyre, which just was, I think, like a block away or something.
Hawthorne will carry the body over with Karina, sort of pointing and telling him where to go, and he's going to pretty much while carrying go, do you think it'll be more believable if we have perhaps like a personal item of hers, like something to put on the body so it's recognizable, more than just a burned body?
Well, I was thinking that Mark burn it after we leave, and have him say some words as if it was Ira, show some emotion as if it was Ira. So then if anyone sees him, if the town folks see him, they will possibly buy it a little bit more. I'm not sure. I don't know how well this is going to work. I don't want to leave with the idea that Mark is just going to get murdered like 2 days after we go.
Well, the more believable we can make it, the better. So perhaps if you've already talked to Mark about this, maybe he can have an idea of how to even make it more believable. Perhaps her favorite scarf or something that people really recognize her wearing.
I think that would work. For now, I think we'll just stash the body underneath the dry timbers and come back to it before we leave, maybe? I don't know. I kind of was in a haze when I made this plan, and even more of a haze when I tried to put this together, so I'm really doubting myself right now, but I don't know.
Well, I'm proud of you for taking initiative, and just realize that no matter what, we'll figure it out. And heck, nobody else had an idea, so way to go. So Hawthorne starts looking around. Since this is a cemetery, there's they dig up a pile of dirt and then they put a tarp over it. So he's imagining there's probably a tarp around here that he can throw over everything to keep it dry.
You saw a tarp as Father Donovan had opened the shed to give you all shovels. So you just run right back there, grab one, and you two are able to quickly, as best you can, weatherproof this body and place it slightly out of sight. And as we see the two of you leaving from the cemetery and heading back to the church, we cut once again back to the present of you all in the main hall of the mayor's mansion, discussing what to do next.
Like I said, I'm down to go get the guns. That way we can.
Can I go with you?
Yeah, you can. Come
Yeah.
on in. Gloria, Angel, you good?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm like, there's papers. I'm like trying to describe how plants grow to Mark. I think we're good. Why don't you get the stuff? Mark, we're good, right?
I think as good as I'm gonna be on this, but I think I understand enough.
We should probably clarify some points. You guys go ahead. I'm gonna talk through this.
It'll also probably be a while before we're able to get this kind of material all put together. But as soon as all the search parties and everything like that are done, we'll be able to focus on things like this. I can't tell you how much it means to me that you're willing to help us like this. Thank you. And you clarify a few points.
And me and Brawk, are the others coming? Do you two want to go split up and go see Bills?
Ooh, I will say one other thing. As this conversation, Gloria, is happening, and you catch whiffs of the conversation happening of your friends talking about the weapons cache, since you're the one who wrote down the instructions, you're the one who
probably come with you.
Has the best memory of that. And you remember that Doyle said that it was as you are leaving town. So it was on the outside of the town proper, just for what it's worth.
Nyne. I think he said that it was on the way out of town. We should go to the tool place now and get the weapons on our way out of town.
All right, Rob. Tool time, everybody.
Cool.
I'll come too.
Are we supposed to be worried about Ira traveling with us? Like, is anybody else going to be after her for her brightly red hair? Should we perhaps dye it for safety?
Or she could cut it. Or they could cut it. They could cut it. Ira. Where is Ira?
They could cut it. Thank you.
Ira had, after you all arrived, informed you that they just had one or two things to do and would be ready to leave as early as 1 o'clock and had headed upstairs.
Hawthorne, that's a great question. We should ask them if they want to do something about their hair.
But that actually is a good point. And as you say, where is Ira? Mark says, yeah, where are they? They've been up there for a while. Oh, go check on them. And I'm sorry, not up. Their rooms are on the first floor. So heads over to the bedroom where they had gone. Did they go back to their room?
Mark, this ain't our house. This is your house, dog.
I don't know. They're not there. But not that big a deal. During the day, the town isn't that bad. Plus, I'm pretty sure I know where they went. If you're heading out, either before or after you go to Bill's, would you mind going by Lugdana's Knoll is what it's called. It's to the north. It's the only hill around here that has any grass on it. Should be easiest spot. Big tree on the top of it. I'd put good money there.
I think they took Lancelot too.
That tracks. They are an animal person.
I think having them with Lancelot's gonna do some good for him, because then Lancelot's got someone to protect, and in case hey, there you go. Now this Knoll place, is it a big tree outside? You said.
Big tree on the top of it. It has these white plants that grow on it. It's really hard to miss.
Well, I am not ready to go. I need desperately a different change of clothing and to get clean. I am filthy. So perhaps as you guys go to Bill's, I will get cleaned up and you can come pick me up after or whatever.
Yeah, no problem.
And she'll just head upstairs.
All right. So the rest of you head to Bill's? Awesome. You all take your umbrellas and head out back towards the center of town, follow the directions that Mark gave you, and easily locate Bill's tools and supply. There's a neon sign, but it's off. There's just a little bit of light coming from inside that lets you know that there's anyone there. Other than that, it looks nearly closed.
Go to open the door.
As you head inside, it is just very minimal semblance of order around here, but it's a small general supply shop. Smells of dust and must and leather and rust. Wow, that was a lot of ust sounds. 3 there. And as you walk in, there's a counter not too far away, just on the opposite side. Man in his, looks like late 30s, early 40s, dressed in a loose, actually baggy button-down shirt that's rolled up to the elbows, which are leaning on the counter. Help you?
You Bill?
No. Bill's my father. I'm Will.
Nice to meet you, Will.
Hey, Will.
Can I help you?
Yeah. Well, we're looking to get some materials and some supplies to get us out of town here.
Alright. What you want?
Got some food? Got any rations, any snacks like that? Or got any bullets, ammo,
Ammo's good.
health items?
Got bullets, but they're rare now. I'll give you 100 of them for $12. Need me to break that down into 10s, I can as well. Got rations too. Dried. What else you say you were looking for?
Health items for the lady's medical bag here.
Don't got nothing like that.
No tinctures or ointments or anything like that.
I just sell tools and basics. Anything that we did have like that in the emergency supply has been used up recently.
No problem.
Alright, so you were looking for a box of bullets, it's $12. If you were looking for rations, you can get day's rations for 50 cents per person. What else would you be looking for? He has available here that you see around, displayed on shelves or hanging or sometimes just on the floor. Crowbars, blankets, a few flashlights, basic tools like hammers, nails, shovels. There's a woodsman's axe. There are some basic clothing on hangers. Nothing fancy, but it's functional. There are also, you see, behind the counter, mounted, a few long guns. There's a double-barrel shotgun, and there's a one that looks like a very powerful rifle. There are also hard hats that you see on hooks. Things like that. Yeah, Brawk.
Brawk, he sees the shotgun and he wipes the sweat from his hands onto the lapel of his jacket. What's that?
Oh, that's a nice one there. Takes it down, breaks it, looks at it. 12 gauge double barrel. I don't know if you could handle a kick like this one, though. You look like a small breeze to blow you away.
That is accurate, but it might be helpful to others in our party.
You can buy it. $55.
Oh. And he catches his breath in his throat. Never mind. She's something to aspire to.
Yep, kind of what I thought. Turns around and puts it back on the wall.
Hey, Brawk, what kind of bullets your gun use?
Bullets?
Yeah.
They just put normal bullets. And he hands it to you. Hold on. Let me pull this up here.
Do you also happen to have crossbow bolts?
I got a few of them. Well, at least did. Let me give it a check. And he goes, just like ducks down and comes up with a small bundle of them. We don't get as many people using the crossbow bolts, but still got a few of them here. There's a bundle of 20 that he says he could give to you for $2.
Colt 1911.
I already have 32, but it seems like it could be useful, so I'll...
Not a bad thing.
I'll buy them.
There you are. He also has in addition to the woodsman's axe, there's a smaller, like, hand axe. There are several switchblades. So there are definitely some tools here. Yeah, Hawthorne.
Hawthorne's going to pick up the crowbar and the first axe, the woodsman's axe that you had mentioned. And he's going to balance them in either hand. And he's going to look over at Nyne. Hey, Nyne, what do you think? What do you like? Which one do you like better? I mean, the crowbar might become useful in case we need to open anything, but, I mean, the axe is really good for throwing.
Or, taking care of various lumber needs in the woods on a journey that we are going on. Various lumber needs.
Okay, and then I'll hold up the axe and go, how much for this one?
The small one?
No, the woodsman's axe, the first one you said.
I could do that for you for $25.
Oh, fuck, no!
How much for the crowbar?
$3.
We'll go with the crowbar.
Yeah, I'll take the crowbar.
Switchblade.
I could get you one of them for... And he scratches his stubble with the back of his fingernails. Gives you an appraising look up and down. And another $3 for that one.
Okay.
All right, so are you buying one?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You buy Switchblade?
Hawthorne's buying my crowbar.
Buying the crowbar? Absolutely. Anyone else grabbing anything, looking for anything in particular?
I think I do want to pick up some rations.
Okay.
So you said they were 50 cents each?
Yep. 50 cents for a full day's worth of rations.
Okay, so what I'll do is there's 5 of us. So I guess I'll get... Should we get like 2 days rations? What do y'all think?
I can afford 2 days
I
rations.
can get some rations. Yeah, I can afford at least 3.
And then Mark gave us some too.
Mm-hmm. He provided 3 days' rations for each of you.
So nice.
Okay, so then maybe we each get an additional, 2 to 4?
That works.
You're the brains here.
4 will give us what, a week's worth altogether?
That's smart.
With on top of the 3 that.
Well, yeah, what Mark gave us. Okay, so then I will get 4 days rations for me and Karina because she's not here.
All right, that'll be $4. And you all go ahead. Anyone else who is purchasing rations, you go ahead and do so. Is there anything else here that you're looking for, that you're buying, that you want to ask about? Yeah, Nyne.
Yeah, how much was the switchblade? $2?
$3.
3?
Yep.
4 rations here.
All right. Mark it off. I believe
Okay.
everyone started with $10 in total. Just for those of you keeping track at home as to why $30 was a hell no at that moment. Anything else? All right. Then as you all turn and start to leave the shop, we cut over to Karina. Karina, you headed upstairs? What are you doing once you get up there? You return to one of the bedrooms?
Yeah. She's going to first kind of search around for an extra set of clothing because all she has is what she was wearing. And is there any clothing in any of the rooms upstairs, or?
There is, as you look in here, I mean, some dusty sets of clothes, like a man's suit that's been left here for who knows how long. And there are several dresses in this closet that all, at least based off of the sizing and style, likely belonged to the same person, but they've just been pushed into a back corner of this closet.
All right. She will search through those, kind of dreading Gloria's reaction when she stumbles down in one of these dusty-ass dresses, but she's just going to grab one of them and then draw a bath and do her best to, rinse most of the mud off herself before she gets in the bath. And then she's just going to have a nice hot bath with her pipe.
Okay. And we watch as you exhale, muscles relax slightly. And the trip wasn't that long. The shopping excursion wasn't that long. Are you all returning to the mayor's estate afterwards?
Well, yeah, we have to retrieve Karina.
I'll say, Karina, about 20 minutes into your soak, you hear the front door open and close. And the rest of you, as you arrive, Mark is actually outside, right outside the front door, and gives you a nod, and he's speaking with 2 other people. And as you all approach, he pulls them off to the side a little bit and gives you all space to pass by, and then he returns to looking at them. Well, if there's anything new, if you find anything, let me know immediately. Absolutely. And they turn and head off. And so you all who went to Bill's Supply and Mark head inside, opening and shutting the door. Find what you needed? Good. You didn't happen to find Ira, did you?
We were gonna
I'll be
go
right
grab
back.
her. We were gonna go grab her on our way out of town.
It shouldn't be a problem, so I
I'm
appreciate
going to
it.
stage whisper to Hawthorne, but then they can't say goodbye.
Hawthorne's just gonna sigh. And then he's gonna go, do you want me to go and get her?
I don't know.
Them apologies. Fuck.
Ira
want me to go
said
and
they
get them?
answer to all pronouns, so you're okay.
I still feel bad. Do you want me to go and get them?
Mark, would you want to walk with us out towards the edge of town so you could say goodbye to Ira when it's time for us to leave? Not right now, Hawthorne.
It might be best if Ira and I say goodbye here. Let them leave on their own. I don't want them to think that I don't trust them or have to watch them every step of the way. I think we can say goodbye here.
Logistically, that's a little trickier. Okay.
We're gonna go find them, and we'll
Okay.
bring them back here, and you guys can say goodbye to each other. Let us just, Gloria, why don't you go upstairs, see how Karina's doing?
Got it.
I will say, Gloria, if you want, you can make a roll to try to convince him otherwise. You do have persuasion, so you can always make a persuasion roll.
Mark, are you suggesting that we need to go retrieve them now, bring them back here before we all leave?
Oh.
I'm happy to. Or would it be easier if you accompanied us?
As you point out the logistics, make me a persuasion roll. And you'll have a +2 on this. Got it. A 4 on the nose. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. If you all are ready then, if you have all your things, I can go grab Ira's from upstairs and bring him along. If that makes the most sense. Alright, he goes upstairs, grabs Ira's stuff, and you all start to leave.
Wait.
Is Karina
there's
in a tub
one,
still, or is
two,
Karina out of a tub?
Yeah.
There's only 4 of us.
There's a
I think
tub.
Karina's in a tub still.
Fair point. Karina's still soaking.
I was trying to send Gloria up, and we all got
Not-
distracted.
Karina. Hi. You ready?
Already? Of course. And she's gonna stumble out of the tub. She still has mud in her hair. She's not
Oh, darling. No. Hi. We need an extra few minutes. Shout downstairs.
That's fine.
Get back in there. I'm gonna try to help get all the mud out of your Karina's hair. We'll take some time. I'll give you a little bit of a scalp
Because Karina was absolutely covered. The water of the bath, even after refilling it once, is still murky from all of the filth that has come off.
I don't know if Karina would try to hide it, but while you're giving her a scalp massage and cleaning her hair, she is sitting there silently crying in the tub. And with one of her hands is still on, she's still clutching her pipe with one hand that's just hanging out, but she is sitting there silently crying as you clean her hair.
I'll just keep going till we're mostly ready.
Okay. Now, I'm going to throw this over to you, Matty. Knowing that the dresses that you find are slightly out of fashion, what do you end up putting on from that collection?
I think what she's found was a very heavy velvet dress. One of those ones where they're not super expensively made, so the fabric is almost too heavy for the design. So it kind of hangs a little off. But it's a heavy velvet dress with buttons that go all the way up to the neck. And it goes all the way down to, like, I'm thinking ankle length. Like, it's a long, heavy dress.
So as the two of you descend, and the rest of you have, hearing the commotion, hearing people starting to come downstairs, have regathered by the stairwell, Mark, as he sees you walk down wearing that dress, oh. You wear it well.
Sorry,
I think Mother would like to know that it is not just sitting in a closet.
Oh, I didn't mean to impose or anything. I really had nothing else I could wear.
These aren't the days for sentiment. I would say it suits you, but it wasn't even quite in fashion even when she was wearing it, but you wear it well. Are we all prepared? Anything else anyone needs to grab?
I've got my crowbar. I think we're good.
I've switchblade now.
All right. Let's go. And Mark leads the way through the streets of Bridgewater. And about 10 minutes of walking later, you pass through, or I'm sorry, about 15. You pass through yet another neighborhood that is dark, boarded up, largely abandoned. But in the distance, there's a gentle hill that rises before you, with the severe concrete buildings surrounding it and starting to push up it. But this one patch of the pastoral remains. And on one far side, there are some gnarled trees that have started to push in that direction. But on top of the small hill, there are white feathery flowers. And there's this sweet, earthy scent, unlike anything you've smelled since you've been here. And there is one lonely tree that stands on the top of the hill, its gnarled branches reaching skyward. And you can see, from here, a figure kneeling in front of the tree, gaze fixated on the ground. And Mark stops at the bottom and looks up at Ira and then towards you all. Maybe it's best if one of you goes to talk to her.
I'll go get them. Mark, before I go up there, I wrote down a few instructions in regards to that plan I made a while ago. Yeah. All the preparations are there. You really just have to light a fire, but I wrote down some words that you can say maybe to make it more believable.
Takes it and looks at it while shielding it from the rain, quickly stuffing it into his coat so that it doesn't get soaked.
But I'll go get Ira and she'll head up the hill.
Hawthorne will hand Karina a little treat and say, give this to Lancelot too, don't forget.
Is only Karina heading up, or are the rest of you staying down here? Okay. As Karina heads off, Mark just watches, and you can see on his face that he's resisting going to them. That's his natural instinct, but is trying to give that space. And Karina, as you climb just this small hill, you do see Lancelot as well, and he is covered in mud. Almost as bad as you were. And Ira is dressed slightly differently from when you saw them before. They've changed their clothes, but you can see as you approach that underneath the beautiful overcoat that they have, there is the form is a little too rigid. And you see just this gleam of silver metal from under the shirt that they're wearing. They've also exchanged the red cravat for a red scarf around their neck. And as you approach, with Lancelot giving a as you do, Ira turns, oh, Karina, scared me. You didn't come here looking for me, did you?
I actually did. We're gonna head out pretty soon here.
Looks down the hill, sees everyone else, and gives a timid little wave. Well, I didn't mean to make everyone worry. I just,
Not at all.
And you see that they've been, like I said, kneeling at the base of this tree. And there is a small trowel and a section of dirt has been dug up. And sitting next to it, there's a small wooden box.
I think Karina's gonna go and kneel beside her. And kind of look up at the tree. Then kind of look down towards where the hole is in the ball before she looks over to Ira. Can I ask what you were doing?
My mother and I buried this before she died. I was just hoping to get some of the things to take with me. I know it's silly, but it's all I really have left of her, and I don't want to leave it.
It's not silly to be sentimental, Ira. It's not silly to care. And she's gonna reach out and just put her hand on Ira's shoulder.
As they open the box, after putting their hand on top of yours as well, you see that it's not got much in it. There is wrapped in a handkerchief, a pressed flower. There's a wooden charm on a leather cord. The charm is in the shape of a flower. There's a handkerchief with floral patterns, and there's a bracelet, a silver bracelet with gemstones set in it. And Ira reaches towards the flower wrapped in the handkerchief and gives it just a big inhale, gives it a kiss, and puts it into their overcoat. And does the same thing with the scarf, just rubbing it against her chin before tucking it under her armor. Takes the charm, puts it around their neck, and then gets to the bracelet and flips it over a few times. Doesn't seem quite as excited to take it, but just seems to be considering whether to or not.
Ira, why don't you give that to Mark? Maybe he can use it to remember you and your mom.
As you look at the bracelet as they are looking at it, it's tarnished, but it looks antique. Very antique. And after they look at it for a while, you know, I don't really remember anything about this. I don't know who gave it to me. All I know is I was wearing it the day that my mother and father found me. Do I leave it here? Or do I bring it?
That depends, Ira. Is the person you were when they found you who you are now? Or have you moved on?
It's funny you ask it like that. And they hand you the bracelet. Look at the inside.
She'll do so.
I have no idea who that is. I don't know if it was my mother, grandmother, or just someone who owned this bracelet and my previous family found it at a flea market. And as you look at the inside of the bracelet, there's an inscription. And it says, Tatiana, may you find your path, and may you find your light even in the darkest of places. Mother and father.
Tatiana. That name means nothing for you?
No. Never heard it before. But that part of my life has always been a mystery to me. That's nothing new. Now we get to focus on the future. And as they stand up with another bark from Lancelot, their voice tightens. You know, they say around here that people with red hair are bad luck. I'm sorry. I never meant to bring any of that onto you.
Karina's gonna stand and just turn to face her directly. You're far from bad luck, Ira. You've been nothing but kind and gentle to all of us. And I know you feel like you're cursed. I know you have no idea how you got here. And although you've spent so much time here, I know deep inside you are lost as well. But I'm gonna keep you by my side no matter how much bad luck you may bring. Even if you think you're bad luck. I will protect you, Ira. You just have to trust me. And she's gonna just hold out her hand to her.
Karina, I would like you to make me either a notice check or a persuasion check. Your choice.
I'm gonna do persuasion.
Persuasion it is.
Okay, so I do have I have got a bonus, which is attractive, which I don't know if that works for Ira or not.
Let me see the wording on it.
I mean, you did say certain things that.
No, yeah,
that
you
might
can.
help.
You can absolutely.
Great. I am going to Benny that.
Well, you have a +1.
Oh yeah, I have a +1,
attractive.
so that would be a 4.
So a 3 +1 from attractive. 4. Gotta love that edge. Ira gets quiet for a second and for a moment retreats into themselves. And then looks at you. There's something that I think I should tell you. But I'm scared that if I do, you'll change your mind. And you won't let me come.
Karina is going to, if Ira will let her, she's going to place her hand on Ira's shoulder. I made a promise to Mark. Ira, you could tell me that you were the devil herself, and I would still take you with me. I would still protect you.
We see, as Ira hears this, carrying over that persuasion check. And as the camera starts to just ever so slowly pull away from this scene between Karina and Ira, we see Ira reach to the red scarf that they're wearing and painstakingly unwrap it, every time seeming like an effort. And when we see Ira pull it off and lean their head to one side, we see a pair of bite marks on their neck. And as the lightning crashes across this hill in that moment, the wind blowing past Karina and Ira as the others stand below and watch. That's where we'll pick up next time. Thank you for listening to this episode of The City of the Crimson Tower. Gloria was played by Anna Margaret, Karina by Matty, Nyne by Mav, Hawthorne by Sally, and Brawk by Lauren. And Ethan did all the other stuff.